This story's from Common Dreams. Thousands in Midwestern GOP districts attend Sanders' first stops on tour to fight oligarchy. It is thousands.
Yeah.
3,400 people in Nebraska. I didn't know there were 3,400 people in Nebraska. That's the first thing. Like, not ears of, I just want people, not ears of corn, people.
Yeah.
That has to be like every resident of Nebraska and a friend.
He's flipped the entire state, Bernie Sanders. He flipped the entire state. Yeah, no, like this is really a big deal. And
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people in the country that are upset. I think there's a lot of people in the country that are at this point, they're worried about what's going to happen. They've seen, all you had to do was see what he was going to do, right? From the moment he took over, he started fucking things up. He started, pulling out wires and fucking the whole thing up, and when he's doing that, you're seeing, prices rise. You're seeing the way, the market's starting to like teeter a little bit. They're starting to do some like diving in certain places. It's down all over. And you're seeing a lot of people start to get real nervous.
Oh, yeah.
He alienated Canada, alienated Mexico. He's turning around. He's doing circles on Ukraine. I don't even know where he is on Ukraine at this point.
He's upside left.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
At this point, he has spun around so many different ways where I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, I couldn't tell you what's going to happen tomorrow.
Well, just ask Putin.
Yeah.
That's whatever. If you want to know where he stands.
Today, he was like, they asked him, they asked him some questions, and the way they, like a couple other people asked questions, and, I'm not sure. I think that he is going to do with whatever Putin wants, but maybe not. I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he knows. I think from what I read, he wants Ukraine to sign over all of their mineral rights.
All their mineral rights.
But doesn't want to provide any security guarantees.
And he wants like Russia to keep a lot of the stuff that they took already.
Yeah.
And you're just like, well, what the fuck?
Sure. Yeah. Well, they just sign over all your mineral rights, and then you can't join NATO, and then there'll be no security guarantees. And then Russia gets all the land they unlawfully seized in their illegitimate war.
I think that
cool. Good deal. That's a good deal. Art of the deal. Let me sign it.
I'm glad he was able to fix it in a day, as he says.
This has been a long day.
It's the longest day.
It's one of those biblical days, right? It was like the world was created in 7 days or some shit.
It feels like a fucking year already.
It
feels like a year. It's been a week. It's been 5 weeks, and it feels like a fucking year. But
at this pace, though, he'll break everything in 6 months.
He's going to break everything in 6 months. Yeah, like the way it's going, it's not going well, and I think people see that. And the more pressure they put on their own, their own constituency, and the more pressure they put on, the more he sees, leaders like Bernie Sanders out there doing this sort of thing, and the more they put pressure in these committees, and I'm seeing it. We're going to talk about a couple stories tonight where people are actually putting the pressure on, actually saying things, getting kicked out of these committees because of what they're saying. That stuff matters. That's going to be important. Stopping the gears, doing what you can to get these things gummed up. They're making bad decisions. Don't let them do it.
Yeah, and I want to say, too, about the Sanders piece. This is like, it's easy out there to feel helpless, to feel like nobody's doing anything, to feel like there's nothing we can do to stop it. 3,000 people showed up in Nebraska in February to a rally for a senator that isn't even their senator.
Yeah. They showed
People
up.
are excited. People are motivated. People are out there working. There is not a lack of energy. Don't let people fool you into saying that there's no energy on the opposition. There is energy in opposition. There is something we can do. We can mobilize. Let me rephrase that. We must mobilize.
You have to. You have to do it.